Hello, I'm Pam Free from Weight Vest for Osteoporosis, and today I want to talk about alignment. I promised this video ages ago, and all I can say is I adopted a puppy. So now I'm finally getting to it. The thing about alignment is that you have to be walking straight in order to get the most value out of the weight vest. So the weight should transfer down from your down through your body straight to your ankles. So your shoulders, your hips, your knees, and your ankles should all be in a straight line. Now, a lot of us as we get older, or if we've worked on the computer a lot, we're more like this because you're doing all this all day long, and so your shoulders get really hunched over. The trick to making that better is not to thrust your shoulders back, because that gives you rib thrusting. Your ribs are thrusting forward. That's not a good thing either. So the vest itself has two weights right here in the top, horizontally, and those help you move your shoulder blades, the triangular things at the back of your top. The shoulder blades move down your body towards the waist. So here's the regular slouching. Then here's thinking that you're standing up straight. And then here's just a gentle movement of sliding your shoulder blades down your spine. See how small that is and how much difference it makes? So I'll do it again. Okay, so if I put my finger here, I'm slouching, and my finger actually comes out and up in a curve. So that's how you get yourself standing correctly, and like I say, the weight vest does have those two weights to help you do it. Most people find that after wearing it for just a short time, they are much straighter than they were before. So now I'm going to put the weight vest on and show you some other things about alignment. Okay, you should be aware that the striking of your heel on the floor is what creates bone. So if you're walking along slowly or just ambling along with your knees bent and not much impact on your feet, then you're not really building bone that much. So do what you can. We're all doing the best we can, but try and get a good heel strike in as you move. Now, the treadmill is a little problematic because people on a treadmill tend to be leaning forward. So their legs are going back like that, but their body is leaning forward. You've got to start doing it standing up straight. So if you stand up straight on the treadmill, it becomes very useful. Don't read, don't even try to read, and keep your head and shoulders up high. Then try and see, I don't have a treadmill, so I don't know if this is going to work, but for those of you that have to use a treadmill because it's cold where you are, then try and see if you can get the heels to strike. And if not, then just do a good strike with the balls of your feet. Do the best you can. But it's the standing upright and the heel strike together that makes the walking work to build bone. The next thing is the height of the heels on your shoes. Now I realize you're all wearing probably walking shoes or special running shoes or whatever you're wearing, but most of them have at least a ½ inch higher at the heel. Now there's a lot of information about minimalist shoes now. Runners are switching to them, they have less injuries. So I switched to minimalist shoes a long time ago when I was a Feldenkrais practitioner. And I also am barefoot as much as possible, especially around my house, but on the beach if it's warm enough. So the more you're barefoot or with minimalist shoes, which are almost like being barefoot, the more your muscles in your feet can go through the full range of motion. The more shoes have been built up into these little engineering marbles with padding and gels and this and that and the other thing, springs and lights and whatever, the more injuries people are getting from these shoes. So something's not working. And there's lots of people all over the world that run for vast distances for a long, long time, and they have like a piece of tire rubber or nothing on their feet. So minimalist shoes are definitely the way to go. You're probably not going to want to embrace that right away. But for those of you that do, there's plenty of information on the net about it. So, bare feet as often as possible, keeping alignment, no butt sticking out, and yet no tucking either. Just keep your butt above your knees, above your ankles, and your shoulders. Oh, and then the good thing about the shoulder correction that I showed you, it doesn't cause your neck, your chin, to go high. When you do this kind of shoulder correction, see what my chin does. My chin goes up in the air. And when I make the regular correction, actually my neck comes down a little further than it did before. So notice when you're out walking around with other people, notice all the little corrections they have to make in their body to compensate for their shoes. And notice all the funny ways that people walk. It will really amaze you once you start looking at it. So then you can just start to correct yours even more so that you're in full alignment. You're walking with your arms free. Don't do this thing with the power walking or whatever it is where you keep your arms up. And the other thing don't do is when people walk like this, they cross their arms in front of them as they walk. That's not good for your shoulders. So, okay, that's enough for one video. You've got enough to think about. But good luck with your walking, and even if you're on the treadmill, good luck with your treadmill walking, because it's better than nothing. You're doing the best you can.